Okay guys, this is the tutorial of adding tracks easy. I'm going to add to her hair 3 tracks, and this is my first braid. And what I just finished doing was this silking out the loose hair. Now I'm starting the second braid from her edges to her edges. I noticed that I parted it thin, and you want to leave a little hair out on the edges. Okay, braid the braid closely so that it's nice and strong, and make the braid thin but not too thin so that it won't hold the tracks, because I'm adding double tracks. Okay, so I'm braiding this to the middle, and then I'm gonna start the other side from the edge, bringing it to the middle to touch this one. Then I will rubber band that down. Now I'm starting the top crown area where I'm going to put the 3rd track. Again, I left out edges, braiding it to the middle, and then I'll complete it by going to the other side, bringing the other side to the first one, and then rubber band it together like so. So I use the real small rubber bands. They're black, and you just put 2 together and rubber band them on. There's other ways you can do it, but this is the way I do it, that I find is very easy, and also it's smooth once you sew it down. Okay, so that's the tracks that I did and the way I have it rubber band down. Okay, this is the hair that she bought in. It's store-bought. I'm measuring it, and on the first one you can just measure from edge to edge of the cornrow. Okay, so I measure it twice because I'm gonna fold it in half like so and cut it so that it's perfect to size. Okay, so I'm sewing it on right at the edge, and you want to knot that edge so that it's secure, because you know they're going to be playing with it. Now when you get to the rubber band part, do not sew through the rubber band, okay? And always sew around your width. Do not sew through your width. Well, I don't. You can, but it's easier if you do not sew through the width. You can move much faster. Just sew right around it. Go on and underneath it and bring it out. And not each hoop that you do. See how I do it? You go through the thread to make a nice tight hoop and try to stay close together. And you just continue this until you get to the edge. And you're gonna make sure that you secure it. And I'm gonna show you. You're gonna go back through it. Now we're gonna secure it like so. See, 1, 2, 3, and pull it. And then you just cut it right at that knot. Nice and smooth. And there you have it, a nice secure track that's not going anywhere. And she can hold this in her hair, get it washed, get it blow dried, get it silked out or whatever, and it'll last her for a good 8 weeks. So now for the loose hair, before you start your second track, always smooth out that loose hair and blend it in so that that part is already done. So when you go to cut it or finish it out, you don't have to go back through it. Okay, so now we're gonna measure the second one. Now this is gonna be a little different. We're gonna measure edge to edge, and then you're gonna cut it. Now when you cut it, once you measure it, when we fold it, stay a little bit from the edge, because we're gonna want one shorter, because now we're in the front by her edges. So you're gonna measure it like that, and then you're gonna cut it at the folds. Okay, so you're gonna have one shorter one and one longer one. You're gonna start out with the longer one. You're gonna start sewing that to the edge of her edges. You're gonna start 1 or 2 stitches, and then you're gonna take the shorter one and you're gonna put it right behind it, and then you're gonna continue and put the whole thing and sew the whole thing around. Okay, I'll show you more on the next one. So now we're gonna silk this out again. Everything is a repeat. But remember, we got her edges, so we have to silk out those edges. Okay, so make sure you get all those little hairs in the front with your flat iron. Just don't burn her. And we're gonna blend that in. Use your comb to chase it. And this comb makes it a little bit more straighter and more silkier. So if you put your comb here and follow it and chase it with the flat iron, it comes out so nice and smooth. Okay? This is nothing new. They're already using this technique. I'm quite sure you probably are too. So nothing here that I'm showing you is actually new, because we're just giving her fullness. Do not use any products until you're done, because you don't want to fry her here on your flat iron. So now see how I got the needle? This is just the first track. Remember, on the edge, we're gonna knot this one first. See, and then you're gonna take the second one and put it right behind it and continue. See that? Gonna continue, and you're gonna knot a second knot when you put the second one on, so that it's nice and secure too. And then you're gonna continue. Just keep on sewing around till you get to the other side. And you're gonna do the same thing when you get to the edge, because you don't want a double width at the edge. You want one shorter so it can be smooth on the edges, okay? So now I'm asking her, where does she want it cut to? I wish she didn't want to cut it though. So always communicate with your client or the person that you're doing. And use good scissors, guys. Don't use your house scissors. Get you some nice shears for the hair. I meant to say shears and not scissors, okay? Spend some money if you're serious about this, so your cut is nice and sharp, okay? See how nice and sharp the edges is? So now what I'm doing is doing a tip cut, just to give it a little, not really a layer, but just to tip it out so that you get rid of that blunt cut look. Because we've got the tendency of looking, you know, real blunty. I really don't like that look. And it kills the body of it. So you just go around there like that, and then you clean it up. Make sure you always look at your style, your cut to finish it up. Always take that last look. Don't rush, take your time. You know, make the client feel special. Now I'm going to finish out her style by bumping the bottom part of it where I cut it at, flat out her top part, put her part where she wanted, and she will be done. And guys, do not use any products until you are completely done with your style. Again, I repeated that part. So she's all done. Okay guys, if you like, please send me a comment, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. And let me know if anything else you would like to see. Okay, thanks for watching. Mwah. Bye-bye.